debrief pump range. So basically, we're not probably not going to implement in this case, but basically there's two types of shooting. So you would shoot, you would rarely shoot within MAR. So MAR is right here, and short skate is when you would shoot just within MAR, and all this has a different number, but we're not going to calculate all that right now. So I'm going to say for this, since we have 120s, MAR will be, let's see, we'll think, I'm going to say 18 miles. So yeah, but I'll say 15. So MAR is 15 miles, and with that being said, if I say skate, this basically means you're going to shoot on like R optimal, like in between R opt and R. So what's the top one thing? R max,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it
or
is.
max.
So you'll basically be shooting the R optimal, which is that circle between the top and it goes down to the. Let's see if they have it in here. I don't think they have it in here, but there's a circle on your
HUD.
I might
DLZ.
Yeah.
be able to pull that up.
Yeah, you have the optimal fire, which is at the very top. Not the very top. It's at the top of
Yeah.
the carrot box. At the very very top of that is R max.
Yep.
And so you have like window. That's that window for skate. It's between the
There you
transition
go.
range and the desired range.
Well, my
Sweet.
question
Yeah.
is that at that point, okay, it's not going to take very much of a turn for the missile to basically be going off in low termination criteria, correct? So he it's very easy for him to evade.
Well, it
So,
depends if you support it for a little bit. So in this case, you'll support it. I think in here they have these Control F support. They have like I think a 15-second like standard or something.
uh-huh.
Visual mutual support leader something something. Goodness.
So the actual comms then would be Fox 3 cranking left or right,
Yep. And then
then
if you go off, if you before Husky,
There it is, right there. It's in the bonsai. Somebody keep
yeah,
notching for a brief time, commonly 15 seconds.
yeah, and Bonsai is the closer one. You'll be well, yeah, it's about the same as short skate, but in this case you would notch it. So anything else is you'll shoot it, probably support it for probably like 4 seconds or something, and then you'll turn off cold.
Again, with DACA, you're not always going for the kill. Just
Yeah,
getting multiple missiles in the air towards the enemy will cause them to break their attack. And so it's about damn. I'm trying to think how Chain described it. It's uh, it's not about always getting a kill. It's about deflecting the
I understand.
attack.
Right.
Sending them
It's
back.
it's a lot like boxing. Not every swing is going to be a hit. Not every It's all about getting them to stop the current attack. And again, this is why you do it in multiple groups. That one is cold, one is hot. Because the one is hot, they fire, get their missiles off, they go cold as the other one's coming back around, going hot, and then they can see they're still defending. Oh no, they're turning back in, so they can go through the whole cycle again. It's all about trying to deflect each of the attacks, especially when you have a package flight of say an escort, a seed, and a strike coming in to attack the airfield. You're trying to get those missiles out and trying to put up this wall that's trying to push them out.
You guys want to see an example of that sort of thing? I pinned it a while ago. Public media. First video in the two videos.
Was it the Korean one?
Yeah, but it's no. Well, they did a great job. That's a great one
Yes.
too. It's not pinned though. That's a good one. And another one is the one where the Falcon BMS Deed Escort 7-ship package with
Oh yeah,
two
Dusty.
AWACS. Yeah, from Dusty. So
So when we do this, if we do this well, then what we should see in the debrief on the tapes is that there's basically one radar facing forward, or at least one radar, probably is a better way to say it, facing forward at all times.
Usually,
yes,
yes,
facing towards the threat at all
yes.
times. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of the timing. You're going to have to be one and two is going to have to be together. Three and four is going to have to be together. And whenever one and two is going cold, three and four is going to need to be going hot. And you're going to have that communication in that circle, working that wheel.
So I'll try to implement this. I'll say skate, short skate, or bonsai. So skate, basically first opportunity. So you basically
You're
R
shooting
max
at
or
RMAX.
R opt. So you shoot it, you support it for maybe 3 seconds, and then you turn off. And then short skate, you'll just be a little closer. So it'll be just past Mar. Like maybe if it's I'm having it for 15 miles, so either at 15 miles or maybe like 12 or 13 miles. You'll shoot and short skate and then come back. And then for bonsai, you'll see. So if you're naked, you'll continue. If you're spiked, you'll turn off. So you kind of like decide in that sense. That's the deciding factor. If you're naked, continue. If you're spiked, turn off.
How far do you continue?
Until you merge.
Yeah, basically, but not really. So
Okay.
it's a separate element and notch to opposite directions for 15 seconds. So you'll notch, and then at that point you would probably be able to you'll probably hit. So I forgot the name of the what did he say? It was a word of the day, I believe. Where there's a brevity for that your timer for your missile timed out. It doesn't mean there's a splash. It just means that your missile timed out. So that would more or less be the time you would turn off.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
literally timeout.
Yeah. Where to training schedule? Scroll up.
Yeah, timeout.
Yeah, timeout.
Shooter assesses
Okay.
valid BVR shot primers have been met and missile reach termination.
Okay. Prime, you're gonna put this file on PDF?
Yeah, I'll do that. I just
Sure.
you just sent it to me like 10 minutes ago,
Okay.
and then and there's different lanes. Like if you have like 10 flights, you have different lanes, and be like lane C commit forward. It's like a whole bunch of flights here.
Scroll back down real quick. Let me look at that lane. Okay, okay, yeah.
That's the kind of stuff I need to implement for a Saturday flight.
Scroll up. There was something else I saw. I wanted to look at the. I think it showed the package. I keep
Oh,
going.
timeline and stuff.
Right here.
And
Yeah, yeah.
I'll ask him if I could share it with the sixth because he gave it to me, and I was just gonna look at it, and it's some really good stuff.
Yeah, it's the timing for the push points. Okay.
Because that video in there it was immaculate. It was great. But the biggest thing is lead has to say has to decide if it's skate, short skate, or bonsai. And when you're turning around, lead would initiate like lead is clean. Then two, you would say you're clean or whatever the case is. And then three would say that you're spiked, because you're on the target, so it's like cool. And then four would say what their situation is for if you have a spike or if you're clean or if you're spiked or nails. So you can kind of get that timing when we're coming around. Because if you're spiked, that means we need to turn around because they're still coming up on you. If you're naked, then we can kind of chill out for a little bit longer.
And spiked in this case means that you've been locked.
Yes, a hard lock.
Okay.
It's a really stupid, ugly sound. When you're locked up,
Yes.
you should know. It's going to be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
crinkling sound or a static sound, and every one of those should be based on the type of aircraft. Or really, it's the type of radar.
Right.
So actually, if you go to the TACREF, pick an aircraft that you know you'll be flying against, whatever, let's say the MiG-29, go to the MiG-29 in the TACREF. In the lower right-hand corner, there should be RWR. sound icon, click the sound icon, and that's what a spike sounds like.
Right.
Okay, just some notes. I'm moving Bible Clinger to Mako 5.2 with me, and in Gears, you're going to be moving to number 3 instead of number 4.
Woo!
Musician was
I'm
in the
yelling
same
at
boat.
lead.
He's
I,
in the same boat I was in. He
I
was
I
exhausted.
figured he passed out, but I've done that so many times. Like an hour before flight, I'm like, I am so fucking tired. I'm like, do I take a nap or do you just push through it?
I've done it. Last Tuesday, I was like, I'm not going to be flying tonight. I just can't.
So what was the switch? It was Gears and Bible switched.
Yeah, Bible came into my flight with me, and then Gears moved to your number 3.
Okay.
So Gamble and Warhawk are 3 ships, and Mako is going to be a 2 ship.
Sweet.
And then, like I said, once we get airborne, everyone's clean. All nothing's happened. Then we'll send the AIs home.
Alrighty.
Really
So
hoping
it'll be the same. It'll be still 2 elements. We'll do a
Yes. Yeah, one
a,
element will be on the
yeah.
ground refueling while the other 2 elements are duking it out. And then we'll just rotate between that with one going down and one coming up and then sliding between attacking and defending. Just note the airfield we're going to be landing at and refueling will be Sailor Sun to the north along the coast. It's a double, it's almost at the top of the Nike. And I hit fucking recon. That's the wrong button. 27 hours later.
and then as I was saying with the like this is in the elements. So if one fighter, if like one says 1 is naked and 2 is spiked, then 1, being that they're naked, would come back around to try to get them off the tail.
Gotcha.
Then notch back. So you would notch. So in this case, if there's one person, they would have to choose which one to go to. So they would choose in this case the left one, and this one's spiked, so that one would turn away, and the naked fighter would come around and get him. That's if there's one, but you know.
And the comps for that would just be notch back or notch.
It's
Yes,
notch
one.
back.
Yeah, notch back.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is the naked one is going to turn back, notching, looking for the other fighter, while the spiked fighter is aborting.
I see. The spike fighter basically becomes the bait.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's defending.
And then
Yes.
D-louse, spiked, gets out of there. Naked element comes in. It's self-explanatory. Like we all know that this makes sense, but we never knew and
The
broke it down
terms,
like this.
yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'll just be quiet.
All right, cool. If you get a chance, Prime, if you get a chance to PDF it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would really like to see a copy of that. If that's going to be our standard sort of things for this, then that's what I need to know.
Okay, I have a comment and one question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, send
Yep.
it.
So the comment, just so you guys know, I'm on call with the fire department. And the question is, if I have to leave for a call, what's the best way I leave the sim and not affect you guys? Do I just eject out of the jet, just leave it running? What do you want me to do?
I just make a call that you have to leave and just exit the sim. We'll handle the AI after you leave.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Be sure to find out whoever started the fire and slap them for us.
Yeah, I definitely get to do that because I'm the boss.
Nice.
Very good. Very good.
It's funny
Very
that you're a firefighter. Purple Haze. He's
Chief.
also a
Chief.
chief. There you go. He's a firefighter at PDX Airport. So,
Oh, interesting.
Lucky.
yeah, he used to be. He was a C-130 loadmaster in the Air Force, and then he became a firefighter afterwards.
Is everybody here an Air Force vet?
There is 75% of the wing is either active duty or retired. There's F-22 avionics, F-16 weapons. We have F-16 and now F-35 pilot. We have a Growler pilot who's just going into is the T-45s. Um, Patriot radar operator. Arnett Kelly, or I mean Arnett Kelly. He was F-117 avionics. Um,
That's got to be an interesting job.
Lots of other like Halleck's and all of them are real world pilots. Prime has his private pilot license. Barron was a flight instructor. Um, Chuck Wagon was A4 avionics in the Navy back in like the 70s and 80s. Yeah, except for like me and Ultra, we're just like we're non-military, but almost everybody else in the wing is either real life avionics, or real life military, or civilian world aviation.
No, yeah.
I'm
Of
just a
everything you
military
said,
brat.
yeah, of everything you said, I'm the only one that's 13 Bravo and 19 Kilo.
There you go. Yeah. Zombie Joe was a Marine radio operator. Rocket and Voss are in the Colombian Air Force, and they fly to Kiffer.
Interesting.
Chain was F-16. He flew with us when he did a Bravo, and that was a lot of fun. He's a F-35 pilot now.
Awesome.
And then online was a Global Chicken crew chief.
I haven't heard anyone else ever say that.
It's the
Yeah, I
inside.
use it all the time.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. They're the only jets that I know that allow speed tape for the TO.
All I gotta say is the one that crashed was inverted when it crashed. That's all I gotta say about it.
Oh wow, yeah, we had to
A
clean that up.
global,
Some of
a
us had to
global
clean it up.
chicken crashed inverted?
Yeah, in the California mountains or whatever, like 2 years ago or something.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, and then of course we have Tab, which was Air Force cop. Secfo.
Definitely
Yeah.
Secbo.
But yeah, like I said, everyone's all either military aviation related somewhere.
Except me.
Well, you play
Me
Falcon
on.
BMS. It's basically a pilot.
Close enough.
I am sheet metal.
Okay. Yeah, you're a special kind of person.
Yes, I am.
They're not around, but Space, the boss, and dang it, Peck. They were all F-16. Sorry, F-15. They were Eagles. Peck was a Strike Eagle crew chief. Space was avionics for the sea, but he always used to always bitch about sheet metal.
Well,
He would complain about how they would hit his precious little boxes.
yeah, sheet metal. I can honestly attest to the fact that sheet metal are a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
And I am sheet metal, so
It's-
you know what I'm saying.
It explains everything now. It makes sense now.
You're an asshole.
Got it. Duly noted in the file. Market Prime. Okay. Any other comments, questions, concerns? We will be, again, the motherhood is the same. The first flight in the briefing
All right,
is
listen up.
15, so Gamble 7 is 15, Warhawk 2 is 16, Mako 5 is 17. That's the same for your Victor and your TACAN. Hopefully everyone catches that never changes. It's always the same.
So I'm learning something right now. I understand if you're streaming right now, but try not to shut Discord down. I guess there's some kind of issue going on that no one else can get on.
I don't understand what you're saying.
What do you mean?
Discord itself is apparently having an update issue.
Oh,
So
no,
if you
yes.
shut Discord completely down,
Yes, and there's a whole internet outage issue right now with Facebook and Discord and a couple other apps. So
Nice.
yes,
yeah,
you're in
So-
right now. Don't close Discord because you might not be able to
Yeah.
get back in for a couple hours.
that's why I'm saying it now.
But if we
Oh,
are
okay.
flying and a server does go offline and you can't connect, it is what it is.
Be advised, the sentry, the AWACS is hovering right over Sosan.
Yes, there's a reason for that.
So
Because we want
be
to make
advised.
exactly, and we will be attacking from that direction. So you
Yep.
will have to verify your targets when you start to launch them. I did that for a very specific reason. So.
This is my last question. Aggressors to Kunsan, are we allowed to fire also?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
yes, you.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, the aggressors will fly north and out of the bubble, and they will attack from the north towards Kunsan.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yes, and that's why the invulnerability is on. So as we start to lob those shots, one gets hit, and if you get hit, you flow back to your start point. So the aggressors would flow back to Sayer Sun. The attackers would. I probably had the attackers flow to your tier 2 out of the way. Um, but once you get hit, you're out. You're dead. You go back, and then once it's terminated, then your lead will tell you where to go, either to land or to flow to the north to set up as an aggressor. And then the way I'm going to do it is once all the bombs are off, Gamble 7 will be the defender, Warhawk 2 will be the attacker, and Mako will be on the ground. So Mako will fly up to Sayerson land, refuel, and wait for their turn to come in.
Cool.
And then we'll
Okay.
rotate it out. So once it's over, Gamble will land at Kunsan. Warhawk 2 will go up, and then will come defending, and then Mako will come up as the attacker, and we'll rotate that out. The goal is to do 2 or 3 rotations of that, so each flight gets a chance to defend and attack
Cool.
And rest.
and rest. Exactly. And don't forget, when you're on the ground, you can use 8 to cycle through friendly aircraft to watch the combat that's happening above you. All right. Any other questions? We are 10 minutes over. All right. We'll mute and do IVC check with Gamble starting.
Gamble 7-1 IVC. Gamble 7-1 IVC check.
Thump, you'll have to hit F1 on the keyboard to talk in 2D.
Yeah, guys, I was hitting F1 there. You're not hearing me.
All right, let me look on the server real quick.
Are you the same IP for your address as your IVC server?
Yes.
I think the same thing might have happened. Remember the check ride? I think you might have to check was it force enable? And then
Yeah, you're
that might have to happen again.
Oh, stand by one.
Oh, I think I need to do the same thing actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see him in the server. It doesn't look like he actually transmitted to the server.
Who, me?
Thump. That's correct.
I can see gears. I can see.
I'm talking about on the IVC itself.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's running here. Hold on. All right, and what was I supposed to check on there? Force?
Yeah, look at the chosen source of audio and mic input. Make sure it's the input that you have by default. At the bottom
Let's
bottom
say
quarter.
sound.
Yeah, I'm
devices
looking at it there right
capturing.
now. Yeah, stand by.
It's like force enable or uncheck or check that, and it'll allow you to edit it.
And then when you're done, uncheck it again.
And then make sure BMS is actually selected.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Clicking on BMS and hit the F1.
So, what are you using for Joker? Gonna use like the lower 3525?
Yes.
Uniform test.
There we go.
I heard you.
Okay, copy. Does that not save? I'm gonna have to do that every time.
So that is actually all based on your computer's default settings.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
It'll
just
problem
change.
solved because I switch my speakers to my mic headset every time, and then that's why, because it's set to my default, which are the speakers.
Yeah, just change the default. Actually, it's the default communications device, I believe.
Everything okay over there, Bible?
I heard a siren.
Yeah.
I'm saving that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Okay,
what?
then.
It's like World War II airstrike or something.
Something like that.
Okay, we'll start back up with the IVC with gears. Gears, how copy?
I think you guys are. I'm hearing you guys, but you're not hearing me. Not sure what's up with that.
Maybe you have the same
Yeah, it's not
problem
showing
as
you
some.
transmitting in the server either.
Oh, let me look at. Let me mess with this. Hold on. Okay, Gamble 7-3 got you on. Oh wait. Okay, I selected that on IVC. Oh, now it has no connection.
So make sure you
Yeah.
check or uncheck that box again.
Oh, uncheck force local control.
Yeah, so you check it, it'll allow you to edit, and then you uncheck it, it'll connect again.
Okay. All right. It's being flaky.
Game. Are you seeing her in the server, the mic key mic? Ripper?
Oh, I see something like yes, I see gears triggering.
Okay, so I just logged back in.
Okay, Gears, if you have a chance, go to your Windows panel on the bottom. Hit the arrow up, and you're gonna come out with the Sound Manager, audio device, sound events, Windows Media, volume control. Click on audio devices.
Yeah, I see her leaving and joining, but I'm not seeing any talk triggering.
Well, that's not good. What happens if I move my keyboard over here? Let's see what happens. Hold on.
You have a wireless keyboard?
It's a quick fix for it, Gears.
Yes, sir. That wasn't
Go on,
working.
go on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
The arrow up